Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So this is my last video for now. The next video I will do will more than likely be a Mass Effect video. So I want to tell you a funny story. I left off in the other video about Indigenous Eraser and shit. This is something that most mixed people will have to go through. And if you are not mixed, sit down, shut up, and then ask somebody mixed. At one point in my life, I was once told by some people that I know, I'm not going to call them friends, I'm not going to call them enemies, but I am going to call them fellow students of high school and middle school and grade school. If you are mixed, I'm sure you've gone through this. So, I'm going to do it. I got to do it. I'm sorry, but I got to do it. And I will make this a TikTok too. As a mixed person, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. As a mixed person, I have been once or twice told that I need to pick a race. And honestly, I didn't know how to receive that. I still kind of don't know how to receive it at 49. But it was many, many years ago that I was told to pick a race. And like, what? And this is during the race wars back in school. So it happened before I found out that I was part Native. So, I literally was told by black kids and white kids alike, you need to pick a race. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck do I do that? How the fuck do I pick between being white or being black? I could look in the mirror and tell right away that being white was not a fucking option. It was not an option. And I'm sorry if you're white and I just pissed you off or offended you in any way, shape, or form. I also knew that being black wasn't really going to be an easy option either. Because no matter how black I was never going to be black enough for black people. It was told to me by girls and boys alike. It was mostly told to me by girls because to a girl, a little mixed boy is a commodity of, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want your children. I don't want nothing to do with you at all. You're not black enough. You don't talk black. You don't walk black. You don't act black. You're not even cute. Now, I bring this to your attention because this is going to be a shorter video on TikTok than it is going to be here. If you are not mixed, you have probably never had to look in the mirror and say, am I black or am I white? And then to find out that you're also partially Native, that's when shit really starts to get complicated. But in grade school, I was told by a lot of black kids that I need to pick a race. And again, I did not know how to receive that. At this point in time at 49, I still don't know how to receive that. Because I'm like, okay, to deny one part of me is to deny all of me. So, where do I go? As a mixed Native person, I can blend in with natives for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure some of my other ethnicity habits are probably going to come out. As a black person, I can blend in with my black people for a little bit, but sooner or later, if it's not going to be my look that they judge me on, my way of thinking, if I think too Native, they're gonna point that out. If I do anything else, they're going to think anything and everything, and they're like, yeah, you're not really one of us, slick. And I will never be able to blend in with white people. They might gather around and put me in a chair and dance me around and bump my head on the ceiling a few times, but I'm never really going to be one of them. No, not really. So, pick a race. I'm 3 races. How the fuck am I supposed to pick a race? How am I supposed to differentiate with picking a race? And then you gotta remember that the people on the other side of those tracks don't have to accept me. They don't. Alright? There's no grandiose rule that says, oh, well, you're mixed Native, so we're going to welcome you with open arms. There's no rule that says they have to do that. I learned that as a child. I learned that, black people don't have to accept me because most of my rejection came from black people. It's why I was always a lone wolf. Why I have only maybe at best 5 black friends. At best. And that was when I was a child. As an adult, I say I probably have maybe 10 to 15 best black friends. 5 specifically are not friends, they family. Alright? I not counting my cousin because he's already family. But the other 5 outside of my biological cousin, my other 5 to 15 that are my brothers, they have accepted me. There, I'm good. And every now and again, we can have some half-breed banter, and I'm okay with it. Okay, I don't count it as racism because I've grown up with them, or I've grown older with them, so I count it as banter. And they don't ever really cross like certain racial lines. But strangers, on the other hand, half breed this, half breed that, I don't have to accept that shit. I don't accept that shit. But I also don't like being called chief all the fucking time either. But as for pick a race, it happened in middle school. And it's like, bet you don't even know what race you are. I was like, yeah, I'm human. It's like, yeah, but are you black, white, or are you other? And it's like, well, technically and legally, I'm black. And they were like, psh, you ain't black. When it came to applying for jobs, there was at least 3 or 4 people when I marked down black have asked me if I'm sure. I was like, well, my birth certificate says black, but your face does not. It's like, okay, I'm sorry for the background noise. And I just wanted to put it there. By the time I got to high school, I had it asked again. Pick a race. As a mixed person, we don't get to pick and choose. We really don't. We also are rarely accepted by all 3 of our heritages or by 2 of our heritages. There's always going to be somebody in a crowd of people who's going to say, hey, you're a half-breed. You're not really one of us. You're either this or that. No. The thing is, why can't I be all 3? Because society says I'm not supposed to be all 3? Because the people of society are telling me I need to pick a race? So my question is to you. If you were in my shoes, would you be all 3? Or would you deny any part of you which denies all parts of you? It's kind of rocking a hard place when you're multicultural, multiracial. Either way you slice it. If you're half black and half white, you're both black and white. I'm half black, half white, and half native. I'm a triple threat. So the bottom line is really quite simple. I'm all 3. Now, if you ask me who do I feel more of, I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I feel more native than black. I do. And if I had to be one or the other, and if I had to choose, I'm going with the native side. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with the native side. And the only reason why I'm gonna go with the native side is because of childhood trauma response, and always being told, no matter what or by who. Generally, it's by a person that is black. Most of the time, it's been female. That I am never going to be black enough. That I am never going to be good enough. And that I would never be able to marry a black woman. And those same black people that said that get twice as mad when they see a mixed person with a white woman or an Asian woman. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell me to pick a race and then get mad when I do. That being said, I am Echo Fang Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you. It's called Pick a Race.